All right, everyone, we're back. Neal set up his internet out of a banana tree.
Is that a cactus behind you?
What? That's a tree.
No.
Oh my god, it's
This
cam died.
this is just a thing. I don't know what this is.
We can't
It's
see
a
what you're
thing.
pointing to. Your cam died. Hold on.
Oh. Okay.
There we go. What were you pointing to? Is what just a thing?
There's this thingy behind me. I don't know what the hell it is.
Oh
though.
yeah,
It's like
that's
a
what I
wicker
call
thing.
cactus.
It's a Vietnam water catcher.
Sure.
There you go.
Cool.
Ryan, you were talking.
Yeah, so essentially we brought up Gimp and I threatened him with physical force. So Gimp, like I said when you came up here, it's not personal. It's just business. We need the woman.
Well, you gave me your word that I would be treated. That this was a negotiation and threatened me.
I gave you my word that I was a good person, but I'm also a businessman, and when I see an opportunity, then I go for it. And it appears that I've got all of the leverage up here.
It appears that way to you, my friend. However, these tunnels behind me can be collapsed. It would take you weeks to dig them out, and by then they would have dug out another entrance or exit and fled.
And is that worth your life?
Well, no, and I'm quite distraught that you've done this to me, but in this position, you kill me and they'll just dig themselves out and flee.
Correct. So we both agree that you don't want to die. So what I'm asking...
We both agree that without my help, you will lose the chieftain's daughter.
Correct, but you stand to lose more than we do.
What kind of the position you are in? You're a man of my stature. You're always risking something.
Well...
So, make me a deal here. If you can't get me a woman, and you can't get me any gold, but what can you offer me?
Your life.
It's very intimidating and all. But, yeah, this will do perfect. Thank you. What are you going to do for me then here? We have to make some sort of deal.
Here's what I propose. You bring somebody up here that you can trust. And by bring, I mean shout to them from here. Because I won't be letting you go back down the hole. And you have them retrieve the woman. And once you do that, then we let you go. And, I'll tell you what. I'll even try to get you a human woman. I don't have one here, as you can see. But if I can, I certainly will.
Karn's arms are folded, and he looks at him and he says, "Javelin."
Why do you guys have to do things the hard way? We could both profit here. You know, I could get a little something, you could get a little something. We could all come out happy. Why you gotta play the asshole, huh? Why can't you just make a business decision? This is why humans have a terrible reputation in the world,
this
you know?
is a business decision, and sometimes being forceful is a business.
But you don't start with force. Force is the last resort. God.
Correct, which is how I didn't get you up here with force, clearly. I only switched my tactics once I had the leverage.
I agree that we shouldn't kill them. I don't like killing innocents.
You don't have to participate if you don't want to, Varnush.
But he should give us the princess. That would avoid a lot of deaths.
I'm very happy to give her up. The chieftain is happy to give her up. To be quite frank, she's a little bit of a weirdo in this village, and we don't actually really like her. We're very happy to give her up, but I can't give her up for nothing. I got to give her up for something. Make me a deal here.
How about you show us a token of good faith and bring somebody up here so I know that you can retrieve her.
I'm not giving you more hostages. You're a bad negotiator. What did you say your name was?
My name is Dante.
Dante, you are a terrible negotiator.
Karn throws his arms up and goes, "Javelin!"
My friend Karn
javelin.
might be a little bit more effective than I am if my methods aren't working for you.
You guys are just so brutish. No class.
Can I see his face from up top? Through the slit?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, no, he's up on the ground floor with you.
Oh, is he? Oh,
You're all standing next to each other having a conversation.
I just say, Karn, pick this guy up.
I pick him up.
Hey now. You
Say-
really just you humans are so cliche. You know, we could have had a thing here. Could have had a thing.
Sir, whatever your name is, because I've already forgot, because that's how insignificant of a person you are.
Gimpin.
We're not even, there's only one human here, and to be honest, he's only half a human, because he just cries all the, like, he seems really imposing now, but all he does literally as we're traveling is cry. We really don't care anything about any of these deals. Just either give us the goblin princess, or everyone will probably die down there. No deals.
I
I'm
told
just
you
telling
that
you
they're
straight.
just going to collapse the tunnel, and you'll have to dig your way through. And by then, they'll have dug their ways out. They're goblins, you know. We're good diggers.
When he says everyone will die, that starts with you.
Well, I've lived a good long life. If that's how I'm going to go out, that's how you're going to go out, you know? Yeah, your number comes up and you can't do anything about it sometimes.
Neil, have you ever seen the Jason movies? Any of them?
I have not, but describe them to me.
There's one scene where Jason comes upon a co-ed in they're presumably sleeping out in the woods. She's in a sleeping bag, and he takes her in the sleeping bag and whips her up against the tree, and you can just kind of hear her turning into mush inside the sleeping bag. Karn takes Gimpin and just kind of whips him up against the tree. Shatters every bone in his body, I would presume. 19 strength.
All right, you beat him to death with the tree.
Yeah, if it takes a couple, he
Gimpin
does
is
it.
dead.
He just kind of whips him up against the tree.
Oh,
a few times.
it'll take a few, but yeah, he gets utterly.
Does he not
wrecked.
plead for his life mid whip, or does he just you know what? Fuck it, my number's up. Might as well go down.
He's like, oh, if you're gonna, he's like, if your numbers comes up, and then Karn's like, whap, and he's like, oh, and then he's dead. There's no pleading there. He just gets beaten to death.
And then he kind of unceremoniously drops him on the ground, and it's quiet, and he just goes,
Yep, Karn, I really don't like killing innocent people, but that guy was a scumbag. You know, he was in
yes!
the business of slave trading, and I wasn't going to be a part of that business.
Douche!
Dude.
Indeed. Well, let's take all of his stuff, I guess, and then go down that hole.
I collect whatever stuff he's got.
I stand
Rip his
watch.
ear off as well.
Varnish looks a little bit sad.
Well, who's going in first? Karn?
What does young Gimpin have on the body there?
I don't fit the whole way. So.
He's got his robes on him, and that's about it. He doesn't really have any
Hold on,
wealth
the pimp
or gear.
has no pimp money? He has no walking around cash. That's all they do is walk around with money.
Yeah, not when he's walking up to the surface with him.
Oh.
All right.
He's got a little bit.
He's got to have something to flash, you know.
Let's get a wad.
He had that
So
chain,
you
right?
guys-
With the jingle on top.
That's true.
That's the staff is still down into the tunnel.
I see. All right. Well, I will go down first because I know I'll probably fit quite easily, and then you guys can follow me if you want.
Sounds great. After you, Dante.
Will you hand me that torch, Varnoosh?
Okay, friend. But he looks very sad.
I walk down with the torch.
I noticed that he looks sad,
Okay.
and before you guys get in the hole, Karn looks at Varnoosh and goes, "Ha ha!"
Varnish just keeps looking sad.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
You always laugh when he does, and you don't laugh that time?
Yeah. Varnish didn't laugh.
Oh.
That's so sad.
Sad
My
moment.
poor baby Varnish.
Okay. So you guys head down in the tunnel, or Dante heads down first
Yeah.
with the torch.
I will be heading down
you get down-
cautiously, so I'll be looking. You know, if I see anything, I will be on alert. Just to note that
Okay.
as I walk down. Your cam
Makes
died, but
sense. Okay. Well, it might die or something. You might want to just put up a static image of me if it keeps dying.
You've got a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. So if you look at Roll20, you will see the map of the Goblin Complex.
So this is where the ladder is, where I'm pinging?
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's a nice... Is this to scale at all? Let's see. It's not quite to scale.
6.9 feet.
Yeah, no, those distances are a little bit longer. So you're down there, and you walk forward cautiously a little bit. You get to about here, where I'm going to ping, and you see just at the edge of the light range of your torch, there's a goblin with a big wooden mallet, and there's like a single support beam on the side of the cave, and he sees you, and he swings the mallet against the support beam, and the walls go, and the thing starts to collapse. Give me a dexterity saving throw, Dante.
Yep. Let me see here. My dex would be nothing. So, okay. A 6.
That is not going to do it. The ceiling collapses on you. You try and dive out of the way, but you don't get out.
Hold on.
I'm
So
going to roll in here.
So hold on. There's the entrance here, and then there's the closed-in tunnel here. I'm still in this part.
No. There's no closed-in tunnel. No. You said you proceed slowly, and I said you get to about here.
No.
When you
I
see
said to the
blah,
bottom
blah,
of the ladder.
blah.
To the bottom of the ladder. I'd be waiting for the. Okay, never mind. I'll take it.
Proceed with the one shot.
No. I'll just take it. I meant just chill at the bottom and wait for my team. But okay.
Then when I said you proceed and you get to about here and then you see this, maybe you should have interrupted me then and not when you like hear the consequences of what happens. You know,
No,
it
yes,
sounds a
which is-
little
okay,
metagaming to me.
I said I'll take it.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
hang on.
Cool.
He Eldritch Blast the Gravel as it's coming down. Eldritch Blast.
You take this much damage, 12, as the ceiling collapses in on you. You are currently buried underneath the ceiling if you are still alive.
I am still alive.
We're just like, Dante, you dead?
Yeah, you hear Dante
Hey!
go, oh, shit. And then the light goes out, and it's just this... you cannot hear his shouts.
I'm like 10 feet from them. They can't hear me.
Not even me
Not
with
when
my
the ceiling has
gnomish-
collapsed. Like, you're covered in dirt. Like, there's this feet of dirt all around you. You're buried alive.
Okay,
Not
I
even with
begin.
my gnomish things.
So Neil, here's what I do. I create a little area around my mouth. Okay. No, this is a very smart, important survival technique.
All right.
How? Where do you put the dirt that you can create an area around your mouth?
I compact the dirt around my mouth, this area right here. Okay. Can I do that?
It's pretty tightly compacted, and not to mention your arms are not like in front of your face. So like,
I would
so you,
probably
like, gotta
be
get your
protecting
arms
myself, right? Cave in, right?
yeah,
Boom.
Accept your death in grace.
No, man,
right?
let
you
me-
rolled a fucking 6 on your dex saving throw.
So what?
Bro.
I can't.
Your arm-
Okay, so I can't like make a little area out of my mouth or whatever.
Yeah,
Whatever.
that's what I'm saying.
Hey, he tongue jacks that dirt.
Okay, then I sit there. I can't do anything, so I'm just in there. I can't do anything.
You're
upon
kind
it.
of in a fucked position. You need your friends to help you out.
Okay, cannot do anything. They can't hear me. They can't see me. Nothing. So I
Yeah,
have
you're
no
kind of
action.
buried alive. You have no actions, and you need to just cross your fingers and hope your friends can save you at this point.
Neil,
Unless you have some sort of spells that you can cast without using like your arms.
this is the part of the tunnel that was able to accommodate the girth of Karn.
Yeah.
So upon hearing the cave-in, and I'm guessing the exasperated "Oy vey" from Mr. Vernouche or whatever, I jump down, and I begin to tear out that hole as hard as I can. I'm digging for life. I'm digging in Ryan's.
You
to get to
start
Ryan.
digging for life.
Dante?
Okay.
I don't know if I can do much.
Should I do-
guess I start digging as well?
Athletics check.
Ryan-
Or something?
Yeah, you're going to give me an athletics check, but Ryan, I want you to give me a series of constitution checks until you fail 5. And the number that you need to reach is 15. So give me like until you miss 5 con checks.
Okay, just do them in a row.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. What is your con modifier?
3.
3. Okay, so you need to roll a 12 or better. So give me like just 15d20, and then we'll just go in order and see how many of them are less than 12.
Okay.
A
lot. Oh my god, so many of them.
Okay.
12.
So you have 6 rounds before you suffocate. I guess that's not real quick. How long can you hold your breath for? An average person can hold your breath for like what? A minute or 2?
Well, voluntarily, yeah, like 2 minutes. But you can live about 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll have brain damage.
Okay.
Like, if we pull out a baby Ryan, you know.
Eldritch Blast.
Okay. So, Karn, you start digging.
Yeah. You want an athletic check?
Yeah, give me your athletics check.
Can I help? I think if 5e
No,
there's like
it's only
an
big enough
action.
for one person to work.
But I think there's an action that says like help and kind of gives them a +1 or something.
So I'm at +6.
It's in the
You can't
rules.
help someone in this situation.
Really?
There's no
Not even
way
like
to help this
pushing the
situation.
dirt away or something? No. Okay.
Like, there's only room for Karn to. He can barely even dig in this hole because it's just barely big enough for him.
Alright.
9, 20. Just give me a whole bunch of them, Karn. Like, give me a shitstorm of athletics checks.
Just roll like a 10d20 plus 6. Or wait, no, that's gonna be all of them.
I'll do 5.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could just give me like 15d20, and we can just look at the numbers and do the math in our heads because we're smart cookies.
D20 plus 6. Oh, there's some 20s. A 19, a 20. Wow, he fucking picked it up after that.
They're still coming in for us.
Oh.
We're at the 14
Okay.
right now.
Well, the next one's a big one.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow.
5 of them are 19 or better.
That's pretty good.
Woo! Holy shit, that is amazing.
Now, keep in mind, a lot of those are without the +6. So even like the... I mean,
Right,
the
right.
13s are +6. They're 19.
What the
but-
fuck, these 20s, man? Not even a 1.
So I was doing kind of shitty at first, and then realizing he's running out of time, I picked it up.
Okay.
Karn the Ditch Destroyer, as they call him in some parts of the world.
He is a ditch digger.
Fail, pass, 6 fail. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 failures. 1, 2, 3, 4 passes. Okay, you get to Dante 2 rounds after he starts to suffocate. So Dante, I'm going to give you 2d6 more damage. If you're still alive here, you get pulled out.
6 damage. I'm alive. Wait, what was my first?
Okay.
My first one was
Was it 12?
12. Yeah, so I'm alive.
Okay, so Karn manages to like finally dig out
Can I
Dante.
describe
Like,
this dramatic moment in time?
go ahead.
Okay. I get to him. There's a small pocket of moistened sand and dirt in front of his mouth where he tried to tongue out the dirt.
He's just got dirt on
It
his
didn't
mouth.
quite go well. It looks like he ingested a lot of dirt, a couple of stones. But I pull him out, and his tear-streaked face, and I resuscitate him as well. But it's really hard because I have gigantic teeth in my face, and I basically can envelop his entire head in my mouth, so I kind of almost suffocate him again with my face.
Okay, you eventually pull Dante out and, get him back to a breathing station.
Then I stand up proudly, heaving because I've done this great acrobatic thing, or athletic thing, excuse me.
When you come to him, just like, Dante, what happened?
I just start coughing up dirt.
I'm just like patting, I'm like slamming you on the back to help get it out.
There was a cave-in. Apparently, there's a guy who stands there ready at all times to cave in the cave at the first sight of anybody who's not the pimp who lives at the bottom right there. So he just instantly whacked the beam and it caved in. I couldn't get out of the way.
Karn, breathing heavily, says, Miss Dragon!
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding. Neil disconnected again. You insulted him. You insulted him so much.
Every time we say Miss Dragon, he's like,
He's out.
Fuck it. At least in Vietnam, they appreciate my DMing.
There you go. What if he does just like local D&D games with the Vietnamese? They just can't speak the they just
All
roll
right.
dice. And he's
I noticed you all picked the thief class. Interesting. Okay, this should be a fun campaign.
Oh my god. He's back.
Okay. Hey, sorry about that.
welcome back. It's like you were buried in...
Like I'm on top of
Everyone, or was that
now.
just me that cut?
Oh, it's just you, bud. Here in America, we have really great and stable internet. It's perfect web-based shows, actually.
I don't know what I enjoy more, my internet or my tortillas. They're both
That's true. They're both pretty
Well,
fucking good.
pizza's pretty good here too. Actually.
Ow. Ow. Oh, that hurts, guys.
Pretty fucking good,
The-
both of them.
The cable should be fixed in a day or two. So this should
Yeah,
honestly, this is the least stable it's been since I got here.
yeah, like a week ago.
You tell me all that stuff, and I'm just like, well, was there only one?
Anyway, the salt is real, Ryan.
Yeah.
The salt is real.
Salted super real.
Hey, I'm alive. I'm all right.
I'm just like, should
Yeah,
we
like
just?
salt.
How far away was he, Dante? And what direction?
He was only a few feet from me, but he's run into the cave now.
Why don't we just dig another hole like 10 feet that way?
Well, I'm extremely injured. Even the slightest pinprick will bring me to my death, so I'm gonna need to be at the back of the party or rest a little bit.
Why don't you
dice?
While you're saying this, hold on. This big ass raven flies down from a branch nearby and lands on the floor and goes, "Rah, rah," and then
Oh,
squawks
he's back.
at Dante and hops over towards him. And Dante only, you hear this raven squawking as, "Dante, you have failed us. To remind you of your failures, the Great One shall give you a marking." And the bird goes, "Ah, ah."
Shit's on your head.
Hold
And-
on. You told me I had a fortnight to complete this.
What?
And it's only been a week to complete this task.
The raven looks at its watch on its wrist.
Wait, are you frozen, Neil?
Pulls
No,
out its
I can hear you.
smartphone.
Oh, yeah. You told me I had a fortnight to complete this task, and it's only been a week.
"Ah." It's been more than a week.
But less than a fortnight. Give me more
You
time.
have failed in the most embarrassing way.
We are so
You
close.
have failed this city, Dante.
You are giving me less time than agreed upon.
Dante, is everything all right over there? You're talking to a bird again.
Your voice is getting weird.
The deal has changed. "Ah." And the
This
raven
is so random
squawks
and out of the blue.
flies away.
Unexpected.
I try going, ah!
The deal is changed.
Dante, you feel your nose starts to grow and grow. And pretty soon you end up with this
it be
golf ball
something besides
sized
my nose?
nose. No, it's like a golf ball
Joke's on
sized
you,
nose.
Neil. He's
with,
already the ugliest
hairy
guy we've ever
warts.
seen.
And now you out of the nose grows this big bulbous wart or mole sort of thing with hair sticking out of it. And that is, which you understand, this is your punishment for failure. Each time you fail your Dark Master, the punishment, the deformities will increase, and your soul will be slowly sucked away.
Wow.
Well, I guess that means it'll cost me a little bit more at the whorehouse now. Does this have any effects on me, actually, as a character, other than cosmetics, Neil?
There's no, I mean, it's cosmetics and all the things that come from that.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's a physical embodiment of your soul being drained away by was it the great one, or is it the evil one, or the fiend?
Yes, the fiend.
That's it. The fiend. Yes.
All right, cool.
I love that I'm way more attractive
Whatever.
than him.
Just a big bull.
So after the raven leaves, I return to the party and I say,
I'm covering my mouth, trying not to laugh at you, by the way.
and I'm sort of like touching my new mole. We don't have to kill her anymore.
What? Hoorah!
Yeah, this is... And all you had to pay for it was a fucked up nose and that mole? This is great. Why didn't you just do that earlier? We were like really against killing the Goblin Princess for no reason.
Well, they gave me less time than we originally said.
Hold on. Are you
Completely.
complaining about... Should we get him back here? Raven!
No,
Raven, he's complaining!
Clearly no.
Wait a minute, Dante. Are you complaining about making a deal with someone and then them changing the deal on you?
No, clearly,
I smell a
clearly,
little hypocrisy here.
clearly, one character, a pimp, must have spoken to a raven, and the salt transference must have happened to two people that don't even know each other,
Maybe you just
or
embarrassed
have
the
ever
fiend so
spoken
much.
to each other, that it just transferred to the next guy. But no, we don't have to kill.
Oh, that's salt transference. It's flying around these days.
We don't have to kill her anymore. I may have another quest later on down the road, but for now, I failed and I've been punished.
Great.
Karn just kind of looks at you. You can see his eyes scrunch together for a second. He says, "Nose."
The nose grows. Yes.
Yes.
We need to
Nose,
find
nose.
some sort of surgeon for me.
Phallic.
I look at Karn. I'm just like, Karn, he
So,
knows Karn.
what do you guys do now?
He knows Karn. I'm just
Yeah,
like,
now Varnush goes.
He points at Mr. Varnush and says, "Yes."
Dante, I like this god of yours. He seems like a proper person, a proper god.
He is harsh.
He seems like it fits. It fits. We should return to town, unless you guys.
Classico.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about
Yes.
him,
Fucking
Karn.
Classico.
Perhaps we should go find Classico. He was heading west, was he not? Is that right?
He was going to Jade Run.
We should go to
Yes.
Jade Run.
I have no other business here, so Jade Run sounds perfect to me.
We knows, Dante. We knows.
have no other business here.
I am ready to head out when you guys are.
Yeah. It's still afternoon, right, Neil?
No, it's evening now. The sun is setting.
Well, we should move a little bit away from here, then camp. I'm sure the goblins are going to be pissed that we killed their pimp. Because as goblins do, they really want their horse, apparently.
It's well known.
So, we walk for probably 4 or 5 hours in the opposite direction and then make a
Oh
camp.
yeah, I mean you can make it to town within like 2 or 3 hours.
Oh, okay. That's what we do then. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. All right, you get back to Twin Oak late at night, and yeah, I guess you just find a place to rest.
That's what we do. Easy enough.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we do, no?
I want to
Okay.
use my dice on this
You have
rest.
2 hit dice now, remember?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
So I'd like to use. Well, can I use both in one rest?
You absolutely
Yeah.
can.
I
You can use
actually,
them one at a time if you want. So you don't
knowing
have to
that I
declare.
feel very close to being more experienced, I'll only use the one. I think.
Well, you can use one and then make a second roll if you want.
give me your HP roll, bro.
It's like I'm rolling for HP, right? D10 plus my con modifier.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. What class are you? You're warlock. Do they actually roll D10?
Yeah. I roll a 9,
Serious?
so I'm up to 10 HP.
All right.
You can roll
you
that second
oh,
die if you want.
Yeah, I guess I will. I think I should.
right? You can't. Is that possible, Neil?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You can. Yeah, you can do it.
9. So I'm at 19 now.
Cool. So the next morning, you guys wake up a little bit in the little past morning. Actually, it's not quite afternoon though. It's like almost noon.
Good morning.
Does Mr. Varnoosh sleep in the nude?
Yes.
Okay. Also, can you guys each pitch in? What is it? I want to say 6 copper each for a room, unless you're all sleeping in a flop house together.
I have no money, Neil. So that's
Yeah,
be a
we're gonna have to
problem for
flop
me.
house that.
Okay. So 2, 4, 6, 8. Give me 8 copper for a place for you guys all to sleep.
Because do you remember?
Unless you actually just want to sleep in the street like a bum.
Wait, Ryan, is
So I
chat
take
correct?
it that you guys still don't have money?
No money at all.
Actually, yes.
No, a guy stole all our money instead of killing us while you were grabbing a beer.
I'm just gonna re-roll my rolls.
No, well, you rolled 6. It's still lower than 8. Just tell Neil that you rolled incorrectly and take the 2 6s.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do have the 8
It's-
hit dice.
Yeah, I thought that so. Yeah, but the 9s are still within a D8, so you're cool.
Okay.
So someone cough up 8 copper for your guys' flop house, and you wake up pretty itchy and like covered in flea bites.
It's a normal day.
Another day for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I ask Varnoosh, please take care of the bill, if you will, and let us know how much we owe you, because we'll probably never pay you back. But at least it's good to know. I do apologize for that. We have fallen on some bad luck. But, I mean, if we really want to get specific, you were looking at a magical keg that, as far as we are concerned, doesn't exist while we were dying. So
With all this talk, Karn.
I mean, I didn't know you were dying, and the guy fought you quite honorably. And I've been paying for a while, but it's okay. I accept that. I pay for you because you're my friends. It's not an issue.
that was quite a long way of saying, okay, I'll pay for it. But
Yes.
thank you for that,
However,
Varnoosh.
I did not appreciate the spending for the prostitute. While I was hunting outside alone, fighting things.
breasts.
Well, Varnoosh, if I may interject here, the money was very well spent. It gave me an experience I probably would have never had otherwise, and according to this new mole I have on my yes,
But couldn't
according
you just have seduced a woman? I mean, if I can get laid, you can.
Varnoosh,
Well, you're married, Varnoosh. That's cheating.
Look-
For someone
look
like
at
Dante.
my nose has turned into a huge schnoz. Like
Well,
there,
I agree that now, but we didn't know at the time, right?
I've never been a handsome man, Varnoosh.
Well, me neither.
You know, the only
It's
thing I have.
It's all about confidence and saying little jokes and having a sexy accent.
Yes, but I have to try so much harder now.
Well, indeed, now you do. Now you would need a prostitute.
That's what I'm saying. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is I appreciate
Alright.
you spending for me.
All right, I'll cover it. Ugh. Here's my money.
Thank
Karn
you.
says, "Wait," and then he goes running off as fast as he can, Neil, to the sheriff's office.
Okay. You arrive at the sheriff's office.
Opens the door, and he's breathing heavily again. Warrants.
Oh, hey, it's you, the big guy again. Sorry, we don't
Yes.
have any more latrines for you to dig, but if you got some more goblin ears, I'd be happy to pay you for them.
I can't remember. I think I gave them all. We had a bunch, right?
We had
Yeah, but I think you gave them all up.
yeah. Well, we had the pimps here or whatever. That was it.
I threw it out.
Did you actually cut his ear off?
We didn't say we did, so probably not.
Yeah.
No, I said that. I did say that. I promise I did.
God, this salt
anyone else-
transference back and forth is
Check the
insane.
VOD.
Right
Check the VOD. I said it. Check the VOD. Ask the chat. I said it.
All right, you get 5 copper.
I was just saying,
the
Neil, it's
ear.
like. All right, he slaps down the pimp's ear, picks up the 5 copper, and looks at him with a huge like sparkle in his eye, and goes, "Yes!" and then goes running out. He gives 5 copper to Mr. Varnoosh.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, dear.
So,
This is nice. This is appreciated. Would you like me to buy you a beer?
No.
Okay. I pocket the money.
Okay.
Well, Varnush and the rest of it, I think we should go find where Classico's at. Although it's been
Yes!
some days for now, I don't know how easy. And were we paying the bartender? Who are we paying?
The
Farmer.
proprietor, yeah, the guy that works at the shop at the front door.
I look at the proprietor and say, 1 second. I gotta look at the saying because I forgot what it was.
An owl's penis rains in on the new moon.
What?
Something like that. Here we go. I say, sir, does the owl screech at midnight?
I don't really know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay. Well, have you seen a man by the name? Oh, what?
I think owls kind of squawk whenever they want food or when they're trying to
Gotcha.
communicate. I mean, it might happen at midnight.
Uh-huh. Okay. Do you know a man by the name of Classico? Has he been passing through?
Oh yeah, Classico. He gave me a great deal on this piece of jade. I gotta tell you, he's a good man.
Well,
He produces like this jade carving from behind the desk.
I've got some bad
Varnush
news.
Fantastic.
looks-
Look at it.
Farnush looks super disappointed. He's like, they never learn.
Sir, I've got some bad news, but before I give you the bad news, do you know where Classico was going?
Yeah. He was headed off to Jade Run. I managed to get him to sell me this before he got there. I got a pretty good price on it too.
I'm
I'm
kinda
a
like
pretty
looking at-
good talker.
I'm looking at the party with kind of a sad face. I'm just like, do you know how long ago this was?
Couple of weeks.
Okay. Well, sir, here's the look. That's not jade. It's actually glass. I'm not going to break it to prove it, but if you get it appraised, or perhaps you just drop it, you'll find that that's just actually green glass.
His eyebrow kind of twitches at you. You don't say, huh?
Yeah. I'm sorry that he duped you as well. We worked for him, and now we're trying to find him because he stole all of our money. Because we told the world that he's selling jade and passing it off as glass.
Bad man indeed.
Yep.
And he shouts, "Gil, Paulo, I got a job for you!" And two guys, a human, this big, beefy human who's not quite as big as Karn, but he's a human instead of a half orc. He's got like huge, bulging muscles and a long sword at his side, and this big ass, like beautiful bow over his back. Shows up alongside this half elf. What is it? This half elf ranger with standard ranger gear, who's about 5'6", a little tall for an elf, with a long blonde hair and a ponytail. And they show up, and the proprietor, says, "There's a guy named Classico headed to Jade Run. You guys want to bring me his head? I'll give you free lodgings for as long as you want if you do it." They exchange glances, and without saying anything, they kind of nod and start walking outside.
I look back at him and I say, "Sir, it's been a rough..." What I meant to say was that he's been selling glass and passing it off as jade. That's what I meant to say.
Uh-huh.
Sir. Sorry about that.
And no one swindles me and gets away with it.
Okay. Are these two friends hired? Are these mercenaries that you've hired? Is that what just happened?
Yep. They tend to hang around here. They often don't have any money to pay their bills, but we got pretty friendly, and I would be happy to give them a little bit of a nice deal on this.
How
Hey,
about...
same deal applies to you. If you get them, I'll give you free room and board anytime you come through here. I'll even give you a nice room.
All right. Well, I'll take you. Okay. Great. Sounds good, sir. Thank you for the information, and we'll be back with Classico's head, probably.
Good. I mean, hey, if you want to join up with the two of them, I don't care. I'll get all 6 of you if you guys bring me his head, or whoever brings me his head first. I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
Just give me
I
Classico's
think we should
head.
do it. I don't like Classico. He didn't learn his lesson. He's a bad man.
We'd love the company. Let them know that that we're in the business of having some extra people around. If you want to give them our names.
I mean, they just walked out the door. I
Let's
think
catch
they're
up to
leaving
them.
right now. You
Quickly.
could probably just go talk to them yourself.
Okay. All right. Good. That's a good idea, sir. We'll be back with his head, and we'll go introduce ourselves to your friends.
Thank you.
Have a good one. And I start walking out.
You too. Good day, fellows. And as you guys walk out and walk down the street, you see that he's like closed the sign on the door from like open to closed, and he's got this piece of glass under his arm, and he's walking through the town in the other direction.
Okay.
Ahoy!
Okay, you catch up to the guys, and the big brutish human turns around and goes, "Huh? What are you doing, midget?"
Oh, this is not a way to call me. I am not a midget. I am a gnome. Completely different. Anyway, would you like to team up with us to go take down Classico? You will still get the same reward, free lodging and everything. The shopkeeper told us.
He surveys the party from like the gnome to the halfling to the human to the half-orc and goes, "Huh. I like your style, but you could use some more women."
Yes, my hat is quite good looking. Thank you very much. And my mustache. I pay lots of attention to my style, yes.
Right.
We could use women, I agree.
The half-elf ranger
Karn
seems
just looks
kind
at him
of
and says,
dour and a little
"Breasts."
bit upset.
Breast.
Breasts indeed, my friend. Breasts.
Breasts.
Breast.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Do you have whereabouts on Classico? We were told Twin Jade is where he is supposedly at.
Brontis
Jade
said he
Run
was
and
headed
Twin
towards Jade Run, so
Jade Run.
that's where I was going to go look. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess let's. You want to venture together? Or you want to just meet us there?
I could use the company on the road. What do you say, Paolo? And Paolo just kind of nods and says nothing.
Great. All right. Well, we're leaving right now. You guys interested?
Are you talking nice
They
now?
agree, and you guys head out together.
Okay.
There you go. We're heading out.
Yeah, I
Great.
tried to sing a song on the way.
What song?
What
do you
song
sing?
do you sing?
Go for it, Jack. It's your
God
time.
damn it. Oh, no, I didn't create one.
On the spot.
On the
There
spot.
there once was a gnome from Nantucket.
Yep.
Hmm.
Who didn't make a
I
promise about
hope we are off to kill Classico. Repeat after me, party!
Nice. Nice. We
And
keep
then
going.
I imagine that they repeat after me.
No, absolutely not.
No. I
We refuse.
just kind of roll my eyes and I'm just like, sorry about this, guys. We just put up with it.
I just like this really rotund guy with like little limbs sticking out. Saying, "Hi ho, hi ho, repeat after me," and no one says anything. He's like, "Ho ho ho."
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, we start traveling. It's west of here, right, Neil? Like southwest?
Southwest.
Yeah.
Correct.
We start going southwest.
Okay. Let me just make some rolls. I didn't bring any dice with me.
Chat is making up songs.
Okay, you adventure along the riverside, on the King's Road. Is that what it's called? No, alongside the King's River. There we go. It's
No. It's, if I'm looking at the map correctly, it's actually Experience in Gold Road. I think is what it was.
oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you got to reach the end of it first.
Okay. But as we
Um,
step onto it, Ryan, do a dexterity check real quick for
Ryan's dead. Ryan, can you describe how you die?
Ryan falls in a hole.
So I rolled a
whole
d20. I
has-
rolled a 7. A fly falls in, flies right across my face. Normally it would have missed me, but it hits my gigantic wart which grew in. I trip
Oh,
and fall.
shit.
Just hit my head.
Shit.
Rip in pieces.
I just like. All right, we go to the bottom of the hole. Ryan,
I mean, you guys
guy
had
right
fair
there.
warning.
Boom.
He was like, they're gonna collapse the tunnel. They're gonna collapse the tunnel. All right, go in the tunnel. They collapse the tunnel.
Well, yes, Neil, but the funny sequence of events is we were digging at that hole for like hours and hours, and all of a sudden a random pimp shows up, tries to strike a deal. It doesn't work. We go back to that place we've been digging, and now there's a crossbeam and a guy with a Ryan
got
gets down the
mouth-fed.
ladder and runs forward. it was
Ryan got wrecked. Ryan got wrecked. It was great. Everyone
Yeah.
enjoyed it. All right, now we're walking on the road southwest.
You meet many people traveling to and fro. Mostly seem to be farmers carrying things. You meet a couple of merchants that are hawking their wares and try and sell you shit on the road. But it's always like, clay jars, man, get your clay jars here, or wicker baskets. I got 5 wicker baskets for 2 gold. How do you want a wicker basket? And it's like, stuff that you can't afford to begin with, and have no interest in after that.
When we see them, I sing my song but lower, and if they're too close, I just do the beat. It's like a ho, off to kill classico.
You sing this for like 2 days? How long does it take to get there?
It's a full day of walking.
Well, I'm on my raccoon.
At
also.
the beginning, I put up with it, but by the end of the journey, I'm just like, Farnoosh, you have a lovely singing voice, but if you sing that
Thank
verse
you.
one more time,
You want me to add some lyrics to it, maybe?
I'm going to go call the Raven God myself and have him deal with you. We'll give him up, say that you're a princess, and we'll never see you again.
They will never believe you with my mustache.
I don't.
All
it's
right.
it's a raven.
All right, friend. I understand. I will stop singing. I'll sing it in my head. It's okay.
Thank you. Feel free to any other time you have just a song to sing that song. We're
Okay.
glad to hear that, but yeah.
Eventually, you guys make it to Jade Run. The journey has been long and taxing. The road's been weary, and everyone trying to sell you stuff has only reinforced how poor you guys actually are. You guys make it to Jade Run, which is the largest town you've been in so far. A generous person might call it a small city, but it's a big town, and it is the last stop along the Kings River. The Kings River then veers off and heads to the coast, while the road heads southward instead.
Okay.
You arrive in town, and it's nighttime.
Okay. Are we okay to take a break here? Because we're actually close to it.
Yeah, it's a perfect breaking point.
Okay, great. We'll take a break. We'll come back, and we'll finish up the session. So we'll see you guys in just a bit more. RollPlay Solum coming up right after this. We'll see you guys then.